looks like a fucking person walking by really fucking fast. My apartment's getting darker. I need to turn up all the lights, but I'm thinking I'm not this skilled to just put a random looking being really fast behind me. Nobody is. And I have guns, so if you're in here, I have guns. You know, I have loved to dance since I was a little girl. In fact, my mother used to tell everyone how much she had fun seeing I spent a lot of the day dancing, and a while ago, months after I moved in with my boyfriend, I was fired from my work. So I was going through a difficult time when a new social network, TikTok, began to go viral. Soon, I realized a very important part of the content people uploaded, dances. To clear my mind, I decided to have fun by publishing dances on TikTok. What I hadn't expected was the results. My posts had many visualizations and comments. Soon, I started winning followers and I became well known on the network. All that became part of my day-to-day. In fact, I took on the goal of publishing at least 4 times a week. That day, a Thursday, was one of the moments when I always recorded my dances. From time to time, I liked to read the comments, so at nighttime, after posting, I began to do it. That was when I noticed something strange. Are you still trying to scare us? I wasn't able to understand it at first, so I continued reading. Should I be scared? It makes me laugh. I mean, it's very obvious. What did they mean? She only does it for the views. I can't believe she fell so low. That comment had several answers, which I decided to read. What do you mean? Look at the window. Those simple words gave me a bad feeling, which was due to a simple reason. I hadn't put anything in the window. Nervous, I watched my TikTok carefully. Everything seemed normal. I even began to think that these comments were a simple joke, until, suddenly, by a small space between the curtains, a woman's face appeared. My heart began to beat quickly. I immediately checked my other posts. It seemed that she was only there on Thursdays. I was beginning to hyperventilate when the door of the room opened, which scared me. Louis, my boyfriend, had just arrived from work. Hi, babe. When he saw me, the smile erased from his face. But, babe? Are you okay? I don't know. What happened? He approached to sit next to me on the couch. I was checking the comments and did they tell you something bad? You don't listen to them, babe. You're the best. Besides, it's not that. There's a woman. A woman? Where? At first, I thought it was a joke, but, every Thursday, a woman appears in my TikTok, watching me through the window. What? Look. I showed Louis my cell phone. Keep looking at the window. When an expression of concern and anger formed on his face, I knew he had seen her. Obviously, I didn't ask her to do that. I don't even know her. What are we gonna do, Louis? Someone is harassing me. I'm terrified. He grabbed one of my hands to capture my attention. Everything will be fine, babe. We will increase security. I'll put cameras, okay? We will identify her. Okay. In the next few days, Louis changed the locks and put cameras outside the house, but it didn't make me feel any better. The paranoia had flooded me. One day, I took a screen capture of one of my videos at the moment she could be seen. I started to sweat as soon as I watched her more closely. Even if the image quality was not too good, her eyes and the sick smile she had on her face made me very nervous. By the time the week passed and it was Thursday again, I felt terrible. I was not sleeping well, and I was so scared that I had nausea. My love, I'd really like to stay today so I can take care of you. I appreciate it, honey, but you can't miss work for this. I don't like the idea of you being alone here. Well, what if you invite someone and they're working? Okay, well, call me if something happens. As soon as he left, I locked all the doors and windows of the house. Then I went to my room and laid down in bed. I tried to distract myself, but it wasn't possible. I could only think about that woman. The cameras that Lewis had placed had an application so I could see them directly from my cell phone. Without being able to avoid it, I started watching them. But time passed and nobody appeared. At some point, I fell asleep. I was woken up by a distant sound. I was so sleepy that I didn't react until a few seconds after listening to it. No? I got up from the bed and went to the door. The sound, which seemed like some kind of bang, was constant. Nervous, I grabbed my cell phone and looked at the cameras. My breath caught. It was that woman, hitting the window with her right fist. Even though I was terrified, I took a deep breath and texted Lewis. She was probably just a hater who wanted to annoy me. She would get scared and go easily, so while I dialed the emergency number on my cell phone, I left the bedroom and walked to the living room window. I could see the woman through a small gap between the curtains. She stopped when she realized I was there. Sky! Up close, I could tell that her appearance was strange. She looked as if she hadn't slept in weeks. She was skinny and had a fake smile that made me shiver. I showed her my cell phone. Go away, or I'll call the police. Really? Will you? My hand trembled. Why did it seem like she didn't care? I'm not kidding. I know what you've been doing. I have cameras. I'll call the police. The smile faded from the woman's face. She stared at me blankly. Go! I flinched. What was she laughing about? I don't give a shit. Suddenly, she took a hammer out of one of her pants pockets and broke the window. I had to react quickly. I covered my face and fell to the ground. When I saw her again, she was in front of me. You're so beautiful. What? And thin. You're perfect. I've tried to be like you, but I can't. Don't you think about how others might feel? You're selfish. You rub it in our face how perfect you are. I want to be like you. From another of her pants pockets, she pulled out a blade. So you'll have to give me your face. Don't come any closer. As she continued, I couldn't react. I couldn't even move. When I closed my eyes, I felt a sharp pain on my chin. And then I started to hear a siren. Sky? That sick woman was arrested when she was found like that, inside my house, attacking me. I couldn't keep living there, so we moved to a remote area. Still, I have never felt safe again.